Hi there. Today we're going to look at Olbers Paradox. Now, it was named after the German astronomer Heinrich Wilhelm Olbers, who lived between 1758 and 1840. And simply put, Olbers Paradox is: why is the night sky dark? The reason this question is so important is because its answer can tell you about the distribution of stars and galaxies in our universe. The paradox is that a static, infinitely old universe with an infinite number of stars distributed in an infinitely large space would create a bright, rather than dark, nighttime sky. In fact, the sky would be as bright as daytime. Well, if this was true, then every sightline from Earth would eventually intersect a bright star. Which means that if the universe is infinite and contains an infinite number of bright objects, the night sky, as we say, will be bright. But since it isn't, it tells us that one of the assumptions made at the time about the universe was incorrect. We know from many observations and calculations that every object appears fainter the more distance it is from Earth. And the brightness of that object drops the further it is away from us. So the source of the paradox, as we say, is if the universe is infinite and filled with stars, the surface of the brightness should be the same as the sun, as you can see here. So the solution could be due to one of several possibilities. The universe is finite, that is, it ends at some point. The stars run out the further away we get. They literally run out of stars. There hasn't been enough time for the light to reach us from the most distant stars. Now, because we know the universe is not infinitely old, the answer is the last. There hasn't been enough time for light to reach us from the most distant galaxies. Because light takes time to reach us. And we can only see those objects that are near enough to us for their light to have reached. And of course, stars are also being born and are dying all the time, so their light is changing. And of course, redshift means that faster, further stars and galaxies moving away from us can't be seen by the human eye, because they're in the infrared and beyond. If you're more interested in this, have a look at our video on redshift, which will explain a little bit more about that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that short look at Olbers Paradox, because it is a short paradox, really. It would only mean that we had a clear white sky, a bright sky, if the universe had a finite size, which of course had an infinite size, which of course it doesn't, because we know there is an edge to it. We will look at the edge of the universe in another video. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little look at Olbers Paradox. If the universe is full of stars, why isn't the sky white at night? Well, now you know why. Well, take care, thank you for watching, and see you again next time. Bye for now.